Elon Musk.
Elon Musk. Elon Musk. Elon Musk. Elon Musk.
The Starship rocket, the world's most advanced spacecraft, has been successful. The mission of this vehicle is to carry more than 100 astronauts around the Earth, Moon, and Mars axis and colonize Mars in the future. But how did a company founded only 25 years ago become capable of interplanetary travel? Young Elon Musk was making his first millions on a banking site, XCOM. While everything was going very well on this banking site, which he called X, Elon was in Australia with his girlfriend while the other executives of XCOM were arguing about the company. As a result of the discussions, they decided to fire Elon and rename the company PayPal. Elon, a young millionaire who had already quit his job, decided to pursue his childhood dream of space rockets and space travel. The first place Elon started was the Mars Society, an organization founded in 2001 to explore and colonize Mars, and which started raising funds in 2001. The head of the organization, Robert Zubrin, noticed a $5,000 check from a businessman named Elon Musk at a fundraising event that no one had invited him to. After researching Musk, Zubrin realized he was a wealthy man and invited him to dinner. He told her about his plans and encouraged her to donate. But Elon Musk was thinking bigger, to actually start a space company and go to Mars. To do this, he talked to his college friend Adeo Resi and Jim Cantrell, who had worked at NASA. Once the trio got together, they flew to Moscow, which the Soviet Union had just broken up. Since Elon was not yet a billionaire, he needed to find a cheap rocket. It made sense to take a weapon from the arsenal of a newly dissolved state. Elon decided to buy an old intercontinental ballistic missile. He arranged talks with one of the Russian space companies, but the talks did not go as Elon wanted. The Russians were not taking it seriously at all during the meeting process. The Russians were always drinking vodka and getting drunk during the meetings, so much so that Elon and Jim, who could not stand the effect of vodka, even fell asleep during the meetings. In 2001, when these meetings in Moscow did not work, Elon and his team returned to Los Angeles and asked the Russians to hold the next meeting in Los Angeles. These meetings did not work, and Elon returned empty-handed in 2002. Then he realized that instead of buying rockets from others, they could produce a small type of rocket. While thinking about who could design these rockets, he came across Tom Mueller. Tom was an experienced engineer who had been obsessed with rockets since childhood and was now working for SpaceX. And with that, SpaceX's main cast was complete. They prepared to lay the foundations of the Falcon 1 project. But even if the rocket to be built was small, it was not possible to finish this job with Elon's fortune of $30 million. While they thought they were desperate, PayPal, in which Elon had a large stake, went public, and Elon received a budget of $165 million from PayPal. As soon as he had this money, he rented a warehouse in California to build the first SpaceX factory. Around this time, he hired Hans Koenigsmann, one of the best in the field for avionics. Everything went well for Elon, and he officially founded SpaceX on May 6, 2002. For the celebration, he gathered a handful of colleagues and hired a mariachi band. As the company grew, Elon started hiring new employees, and he personally called universities and asked to speak to their best students. Elon's hiring of young engineers helped him keep his budget down. To succeed in such a challenging industry, Elon needed to do things differently. Doing things differently was what Elon was best at. Instead of outsourcing parts, he chose to make everything himself. He even built a $10 million welding workshop just to be able to weld. After starting the rocket construction, it was time to find a place for the rocket to take off. The Marshall Islands in the Pacific was Elon's choice. But after all this effort, it was already 2005. While the first launch of Falcon 1 was scheduled for 2003, Elon was 2 years late. That didn't stop him, and the rocket was finished in 2006. Elon and his team took the rocket by ship to the Marshall Islands and prepared for the first launch. The first launch, of course, failed. In 2007, they built and launched the rocket again, and although it lasted longer this time, it exploded again. The third attempt also failed, and the company started to run out of money. Elon called Peter Thiel, co-founder of PayPal, and asked him to invest $20 million in the company. They probably knew that if they failed on the fourth attempt, the company would go under, but the Falcon 1 rocket launched in 2008 successfully reached orbit. In this way, they even won a $1.6 billion contract from NASA. With this money, SpaceX became a real space company. The success of Falcon 1 was a turning point for SpaceX. With the newfound credibility and financial backing, the company could now focus on its more ambitious projects. Elon Musk's vision wasn't just limited to launching small rockets. He aimed for reusable rockets, a concept that could revolutionize space travel by drastically reducing costs. This vision led to the development of the Falcon 9, a larger and more powerful rocket designed to carry heavier payloads into space and return to Earth for reuse. In 2010, SpaceX successfully launched the Falcon 9 for the first time. This achievement was followed by another milestone in 2012, when SpaceX's Dragon spacecraft became the first commercial spacecraft to deliver cargo to the International Space Station, ISS. The success of the Dragon mission proved that SpaceX could not only launch rockets, but also carry out complex missions that were previously the domain of government space agencies. Elon Musk's relentless pursuit of innovation didn't stop there. He envisioned a future where humans could live on other planets, and Mars was the prime target. To achieve this goal, SpaceX began working on the Starship, a fully reusable spacecraft designed for interplanetary travel. The Starship is intended to carry up to 100 passengers and a large amount of cargo to destinations like the Moon and Mars. In 2020, SpaceX made history again by launching the first manned mission to the ISS on the Crew Dragon spacecraft. This mission, known as Demo 2, was a collaboration with NASA and marked the first time astronauts were launched into space from American soil since the Space Shuttle program ended in 2011. The success of Demo 2 demonstrated SpaceX's capability to safely transport humans to and from space. As SpaceX continues to push the boundaries of space exploration, the company has also made significant strides in satellite technology. The Starlink project aims to create a constellation of thousands of small satellites to provide global high-speed internet coverage. By 2021, SpaceX had already launched over 1,000 Starlink satellites, bringing the vision of global internet closer to reality. Elon Musk's journey from a young entrepreneur to the founder of a leading space exploration company is a testament to his vision, determination, and ability to inspire and lead a team of talented individuals. SpaceX's achievements have not only advanced space technology, but also reignited public interest in space exploration. The company's ambitious goals, such as colonizing Mars and making space travel more accessible and affordable, continue to capture the imagination of people worldwide. As SpaceX looks to the future, the company's focus remains on innovation and pushing the limits of what is possible in space travel. The development of the Starship and the ongoing success of the Falcon 9 and Dragon missions are just the beginning. With Elon Musk at the helm, SpaceX is poised to lead humanity into a new era of space exploration and achieve the dream of making life multiplanetary. The story of SpaceX is a remarkable example of how a bold vision, coupled with relentless pursuit and innovation, can turn the impossible into reality. From its humble beginnings to becoming a trailblazer in the space industry, SpaceX's journey is an inspiration to aspiring entrepreneurs and space enthusiasts alike. As the company continues to make strides towards its ambitious goals, the future of space exploration looks brighter than ever.